Welcome to Grand Lake Health System.
We don't come on until wait till he brings it on the screen, then we go live.
Oh, I thought he was telling me.
He did. I heard him tell somebody in the truck. He was going. Yeah, when he brings it back up, then we go live. then I'll get it. Well, good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to Grand Lake Health System Field in St. Mary's, Ohio, another Rider Nation Station sports production, as tonight the St. Mary's Roughriders take on the Wapak Redskins. I'm Joe Hurlbert, and I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's contest. Joining me alongside with all the color commentary is Doug Spencer. Doug, a beautiful night for football. The wind coming out of the west, clear skies ahead and above, and 78 degrees. It's absolutely just a beautiful night for football.
Joe, this is absolutely a beautiful night for football. We had an interesting last Friday night of a lot of ominous-looking clouds, but it stayed away from us and had a couple rainbows, and things were really crazy. Spectacular as far as playing football. Had two soccer games, the girls and the boys playing soccer against Wapak. Beautiful weather, and it's carried over to football Friday night.
Well, right now the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Band is getting ready to do their thing here as far as the pregame is concerned. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at both of these teams, the St. Mary's Roughriders and the Wapak Redskins, right after this.
Can't miss the color guard.
Nope.
Should be hang on Sloopy, and then
we'll take it after this.
Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
We welcome you back once again to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer. As tonight, the Wapak Redskins come to St. Mary's to take on the St. Mary's Roughriders. The Wapak Redskins, under head coach Travis Moyer, lost last week to the Salina Bulldogs by a score of 14-10. Salina was able to put points on the board in the final 38 seconds of the contest to take the win away from the Wapak Redskins. Of course, when you look at the Wapak Redskins, they'll have 8 players that will go both ways offensively. This ball club is third rushing after week 1 are averaging 183 yards per game. They're 10th in the Western Buckeye League right now in passing, as they did not complete a pass last week for any yardage, and they're 9th in total offense with 183 yards. Of course, with their 10 points last week, the Wapak Redskins are 9th as far as scoring offense in the Western Buckeye League. Defense, they've got some big kids up front. They'll go 230, 250, 250, and 200 across the defensive front. This is a team that ranks second in team defense. They are 4th in scoring defense, even though they gave up 14 points last week. That ranks them 4th in the Western Buckeye League as far as scoring defense is concerned. They're 4th in the league in rushing defense. They gave up just 111 yards against Salina, and they are 5th in passing defense, giving up 72 yards through the air last week against the Salina Bulldogs. Offensively, they are going to be led by 180-pound junior quarterback Braden Goulet. He'll have a host of running backs behind him. The fullback will be Caden Seifring, 180-pound junior. Garrett Seifring will be at one split end. He is a 175-pound senior. Noah Ambos is the other split receiver. And the tailback is Connor McDonald. He'll carry most of the load running the football tonight for the Wapak Redskins. For the St. Mary's Roughriders, they struggled a little bit last week in the first half against the Bath Wildcats, and then they kind of put things together. Momentum started to change in the second half. They were able to come away with a 27-7 win over the Bath Wildcats. Of course, a lot of key players last week. We're going to see Gavin Reineke take the start again this week at quarterback. He's a 170-pound junior. Of course, in the backfield, you'll see Ethan Wedding, Dylan Troglin, and Hunter Fraley at fullback. Brandon Bowers will be at one split end. Devin Shannon will be the tight end. And across the front, you'll have Brian Ward, Stosh Patterson. Chase Jacobs will be your center. Ryan Davis will be at one guard, along with Morgan Seaver at right tackle. Defensively, the Roughriders played extremely well last week against the Bath Wildcats, only giving up 7 points. Across the front, you'll see Hunter Foltz, Stosh Patterson, Trace Mabry, and Dylan Giesige across the front. The linebackers will be Ross Henchen, Tanner Howe, and Brandon Paul. Of course, Brandon was on the field tonight for the coin toss, so he will be the captain tonight for the Roughriders. Across the back, you'll see Braden Hemmelgarn, Ethan Wedding, and Dylan Troglin. Of course, we're gonna have to see who's going to start in the place of Hemmelgarn, because he got ejected last week. We talked about that on the Doug Fry show. So he's going to miss 2 games, I believe. Hemmelgarn will, because he got tossed. So we'll find out who that is. Who will replace him, and then of course the other corner will be Aiden Eigenbraun. The St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Band performing here for the crowd here at Grand Lake Health System Field. Right now we're having the passing of the colors presented by the American Legion Post 323, Veterans Helping Veterans, and the St. Mary's community, as well as VFW Post 9289, proud sponsors of Rider Nation Station. Both teams have returned to the playing surface in preparation of the national anthem, which will be played by the St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Band. Of course, that's one of the rules in high school football, that the national anthem cannot be played until both teams are on the field. They are, as they play the national anthem. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the kickoff of tonight's contest right after this.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at tellcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With tellcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Rough Rider football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
For all your insurance needs, see homegrown, hometown agent Lori Yelton and her team, Doug, Susan, and Becky, at 215 East Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's, Ohio. Be a legend. Insure your life.
All righty, we are back at Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer as the St. Mary's Roughriders and the Wapak Redskins get ready to do battle here in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Roughriders huddled around their head coach, Doug Fry. The Wapak Redskins on the far side of the field under head coach Travis Moyer. Again, as we said, an absolute picture-perfect night for high school football. Glad to have you along. Those of you that are tuning in from wherever you might be watching tonight, we are broadcasting and bringing it to you live. So if you're watching it via your computer and you want to let us know where you might be watching us from, we'd love to hear from you. I think last year during one of the playoffs games, did we not have somebody from
Italy?
Italy?
We did. Hawaii, Italy.
Yeah, awesome. So wherever you might be watching, just jot it down in the comments section. Glad to have you along wherever you might be.
Well, Joe, here we are. It's been rivalry week with St. Mary's versus Wapakoneta and in the respective sports of soccer and volleyball. And here it is Friday night, and we've got Wapakoneta Redskins making that short little trip over to St. Mary's Grand Lake Health System Field for what should be a whale of a ball game tonight. And it's early in the season. As Coach Fry has mentioned numerous times, they've really only had 1.5 games, and so they're still trying to figure things out with the delayed start due to all of the COVID uncertainties, etc. And you can't rest on that, though.
Nope.
The game is to be played here momentarily, and it's 4 quarters of action, 48 minutes, and we will see how this outcome is determined with the Roughriders. And Coach Fry said the number one aspect is we got to take care of the ball.
Absolutely. They turned it over last week in the first half against the Bath Wildcats inside the 1. That cost them obviously 7 points. The Roughriders will receive to start the contest, and this kickoff return is being brought to you by your friends at State Farm Insurance. Be a legend. Insure your life. Back to receive the kickoff for the St. Mary's Roughriders is Dylan Troglin, Tanner Howell, and Ethan Wedding. They're standing at about the 7-yard line. And kicking it off for the Wapakoneta Redskins.
It is a short pooch. Going to be fair caught on the 24-yard line by the Roughriders number 8, Brandon Bowers, who does the kicking duties for the Roughriders.
So the Roughriders will have the football, 1st and 10.
It'll be interesting to see if that's kind of the theme that we're going to see from Redskin kickoffs, whether or not they're just going to try to kick it away from our deep return men, because there are 3 weapons right there, Joe.
They are. All 3 of our return men are threats. Troglin. Give the ball inside. We'll see who that might be.
Very little gain. The orange bag gets placed about 2 yards ahead of where we started.
Hunter Fraley was the ball carrier for the Roughriders. Chase Jacobs will bring the ball out of the Roughrider huddle. Wing to the left for the Roughriders. Quick pitch, it goes to...
He's going to get around that corner, Joe.
He's to the 35, cuts back, gets it to the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 42-yard line. Good run by Aiden Hinkle.
Aiden Hinkle got around that corner. Wapakoneta did a nice job of collapsing on him, and was a gaggle of Redskins that finally brought him down, as you see the replay right there.
Good run by Hinkle. The Roughriders quickly to the line of scrimmage. Turn.
There's a good gain of 4+ yards.
Give the ball to
by
Fraley.
Hunter Fraley.
Ross Henson checks into the ball game for the Roughriders.
Coach Doug Fry wants to take care of the ball, and he wants to strike early with a good, long, sustained drive. Looking good so far in this juncture of the game. Early on, Wedding, he gets it.
He'll get a couple of yards on the play. Brought down by the defensive front of the Wapakoneta Redskins.
So we tried for the sweep to the right side there. Wedding immediately contacted by the defensive front line, left side of the Redskins. Brought down. It's going to present 3rd down and 5 for the Roughriders.
10 minutes and 18 seconds remaining here in the first quarter on the American
Fumble on the play, off the
Manufacturing
pitch,
Company,
and
we've got a
Wapak's going to
fumble.
recover.
Yep.
They brought Troglin in motion, made the pitch, just did not catch the ball. And just as we mentioned, the number one priority was to take care of the ball, and the Roughriders turn it over at the 10-11 mark.
On the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, no score here in the first quarter from Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert, Doug Spencer, a Rider Nation station. Glad to have you along. So the football will be placed at the St. Mary's 44-yard line. It'll be good field position to start this drive for the Wapak Redskins. We'll see who's at quarterback. It'll be Braden Goulet, number 10, the 180-pound junior. He's all alone in the backfield. Quickly
I believe
throws
it's
it.
18, Joe.
18?
Trevor Crow, he was the backup as Goulet was hurt last week in the opening game against Salina. So Trevor Crow's first pass incomplete, presenting 2nd down and 10 for the Redskins.
Tell you what, with things changing week, well, in all honesty, day by day, as far as starting lineups are concerned, I got the starting lineup sent to me by one of the coaches this week, and that's what I had. And, of course, things have quickly changed.
I just thought you couldn't tell the difference between an 8 and a 0.
And you're probably correct.
Crow's running. He gets stuck hard by Tanner Howe. He hit him right at the line of scrimmage, stops him. Maybe a couple inches of gain for the Redskin quarterback.
Also in on the play was Hunter Foltz, the 250-pound senior defensive tackle for the Roughriders.
Roughriders bring in to the right side of the defensive line, number 3, Aiden Hinkle. It's a 3rd down and 9 situation for Coach Moyer's Redskins. Thanks for tuning in to Rider Nation Station, where we're going to bring you Rough Rider football games all season long. We've done a couple soccer games this week, so we're excited to bring you as many Memorial High School athletics as we possibly can.
We've got a timeout on the field with 9:20 remaining here in the first quarter on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. No score. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Wapak at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Wapak for all your legal needs.
Back at Grand Lake Health System Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer, Rider Nation Station, bringing you the contest between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Wapakoneta Redskins. First series for the Rough Riders, they turn the ball over. And the Wapakoneta Redskins have the football in Rough Rider territory. Quarterback is Trevor Crow for the Wapak Redskins. He'll send Caden Seifring to the left.
He's got plenty of time. Looks down the middle. Incomplete. Tanner Howe with great defensive pressure on number 4, Caden Seifring. It's an incomplete pass. 4th down and 9. He was on him pretty tight, Joe.
Good defensive coverage by the Rough Riders, and that'll force the Wapakoneta Redskins into a punting situation. I believe Caden Seifring will do the punting. He had 2 punts last week against the Salina Bulldogs for averaging 42.5 yards. Back to receive. is, I believe, Tanner Howe and Dylan Troglin. Good snap. Not a good punt, low line drive, but it's going to go out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So what didn't look very pretty turned out to be not a bad punt when it was all said and done. So they'll mark the football at the 4-yard line. So the Rough Riders will start their drive in the shadow of their own goal post.
That punt almost looked like a pass. It was a low line drive. That was the tightest spiral that I've ever seen, and it ended up being quite a good punt for the Redskins as they pin us on the 4-yard line.
Full house backfield for the Rough Riders. Turn and give the ball, I believe, to Hunter Fraley, the fullback. He'll just lug it out straight ahead for about four yards. We'll call it second down and 6. 8:53 remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Your complete supply chain solutions provider for logistics and warehousing. Give them a call, American Manufacturing Solutions. Turn. Here comes Hinkle. And good coverage there by the Wapakoneta Redskins.
Aiden Eigenbrod had a very nice seal block to try to open up that corner. As you see the replay to tail end right there. And going to have to take a few more good blocks in order to break us free here. It is 3rd down and 6.
Ball is on the St. Mary's 6-yard line. Wide to the right is Aiden Eigenbrod, but there's the pitch by Wedding. He's got enough for a Rough Rider first down. Good run by Ethan Wedding.
Gives the Riders some breathing room there, Joe. And just want to touch base with our people checking in. We've got people in Toledo and Columbus and downtown Montezuma and Perrysburg, Ohio. Lots of Riders checking in, and we greatly appreciate that.
I want to say that's Hinkle, but it could be Fraley. Okay, Aiden Hinkle, the ball carrier for the Rough Riders. No gain on the play. Good defense there by the Wapakoneta Redskins up front. Full house backfield for the Rough Riders. Turn, give the ball to Troglin.
That was a quick turn that he made on that cut. Explosiveness out of number 7, Dylan Troglin, and picks up a few yards. Not to be outdone by downtown Montezuma, we have Joey Sampson from downtown Villanova, Joe.
Awesome. I tell you, we've got people watching all over. They're at Guarneri's tonight. They're at the VFW. They're probably at the American Legion, the Eagles, wherever you might be, the varsity lanes. Glad to have you along.
Howe on the misdirection.
And
finally brought down by Crow for the Redskins. Probably going to be good enough to move the chains.
First down.
There you see the finish of the run on the Rough Rider replay.
Good camera work.
Like to give a shout out to our cameramen. We've got Scott and Eric Anderson, and we have a student from the scoreboard class at the high school that we're proud to be able to work in concert with. Angelina is helping us out right now as well.
Hinkle up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, still going.
He's
still on his feet.
Dead ball.
On watch.
They blew that down. That's quite unfortunate for the Rough Riders there. I'm not certain what.
Well, head coach Doug Fry wants an explanation. There's the reason. We've got a Dave Weilbacher attorney at law penalty on the field.
That worked out quite well for David Weilbacher, attorney at law, last week with the number of penalties. See if we got a cleaner game this week.
Hinkle, he'll have enough for the first down. Good run by Aiden Hinkle. We'll give him a gain of about 12 on the play. It'll be another Rough Rider first down. Keep in mind.
Beautiful shot on the replay here. Nice block there. That was absolutely beautiful.
Keep in mind the Rough Riders started this drive on their own 4-yard line. 5:56 remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard.
Fumble again.
No scoreboard. The ball's on the ground.
Looks like the Rough Riders are going to retain possession of the ball.
I think Gavin Reinecke fell on the fumble. He's coming up a little gimpy.
As he was pulling out from the center, it just popped straight up in the air on him. He had it in his hands, popped up, and fortunately for the Rough Riders, they were able to fall back on it.
Well,
it presents 2nd down and 11.
Rough Riders have put it on the turf twice. They've lost it one time. Here goes Ethan Wedding with the sweep to the right. He turns upfield.
Good hard run by number 6, Ethan Wedding there on that sweep.
We'll give him a gain of a 7 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. The ball is placed right at the 50-yard line. Clock is moving. 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. No score. Full house backfield for the Rough Riders. Reinecke with a long snap. Turns, give the ball to Hinkle. He'll fall forward for a couple. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Rough Riders. The ball now in Redskin territory.
Number 54 for the Redskins, Tyler Hauser with the initial hit on Hinkle. Keeps him from getting across the last yard marker for a 1st down. It is 4th down and 1. Big play for the Rough Riders.
I don't
Hinkle
think he's
gets immediately
hit.
It's going to be close, but they're saying that's Redskin ball. Rough Riders turn it over on downs. Huge, huge play by the defensive front line for the Redskins.
You see at the bottom of the pile, number 69 for the Wapak Redskins. I'm not so sure he's even on the roster. 69.
Don't see it.
But anyhow, it'll be the Wapak Redskins ball. 1st and 10. The ball is resting at their own 46-yard line. So the Rough Riders turn it over on downs. Crow in the shotgun. He pulls it down. And we'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play.
I'd like to take time to thank some of our fine sponsors. This has been overwhelming with the great response we've had. I'd like to shout out to Grand Lake Health System. They're proudly committed to serving the community. Thanks, Grand Lake Health System.
Crow in the shotgun. He'll send Seifring in the slot. Got a man in motion.
And a quarterback draw.
He pulls it down.
It's going to lose a little bit on that, Joe. Well done by the St. Mary's defense.
Rough Riders did a good job staying at home.
Trace Mabry is responsible for stopping Crow behind the line of scrimmage. Presents 3rd down and 8. And the ball is marked on the 50-yard line. Also, a shout out to the American Legion Post 323 veterans helping veterans and the St. Mary's community.
That'll be 3rd down and 8. The ball at the 50-yard line. Crow under center. He'll give a quick pitch to Connor McDonald.
Driven out of bounds by Troglin. Good hard hit on the running back, Connor McDonald.
He's going to be short of the 1st down. First time we saw McDonald carry the football tonight for the Wapak Redskins. It'll bring up a punting situation, and the Redskins will punt the football. As Caden Seifring will go back to do the punting, back to receive the punt for the Rough Riders, Tanner Howe and Dylan Troglin. They'll be standing at their own 11-yard line. We'll see what happens. Last week, we saw the Bath Wildcats pull it down and do a fake punt.
That's a much better kick.
It's at about the 3.
Oh,
it's going to go out.
He's pinned us at about the 1 or 2 yard line, Joe. That was a beautiful punt.
Oh, mercy. That is picture perfect, folks.
Yeah. You can't get any more textbook than what that punter just did right there. And St. Mary's, once again, is starting deep in their own turf.
This time they're going to mark it about the 1 yard line. That was just an absolutely textbook punt by Caden Seifring, the 180-pound junior for the Wapak Redskins. Tanner Howell checks in. Ethan Wedding comes to the sideline for the Roughriders. Roughriders have 63 total yards to date, and Wapak just have 9.
Just a little quarterback wedge just to get us away from the goal line. It's going to pick up a couple yards.
2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. No score.
And American Manufacturing Solutions Electrical Division, serving your electrical needs, service calls, repairs, remodels, new home, and service changes. Call American Manufacturing Solutions if you are in need of electrical services.
Ross Henson checks into the ball game for the Roughriders. Full house backfield. Ross Henson, the ball carrier. He'll pick up a couple. We'll call it 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for the St. Mary's Roughriders. The ball is on the Rider 5-yard line.
We'll see who gets the call. Thus far, Hinkle has 27 yards, Wedding 18, and Fraley 11. It's Hinkle. He's got room.
He got a first down.
And got a first down. That's exactly what the Roughriders needed.
Yep.
Move the chains. Keep this drive alive. Here you see it on the replay.
Good job by the O-line.
Good hard run by that sophomore.
Henson will go back in at fullback. Hinkle will come to the sideline. So, again, full house backfield for the Roughriders. Reineke calls the signals. Quick pitch, it goes to Henson. Run to the left, and he's tackled at the 20-yard line, so we'll give him a gain of about 6 on the play. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter from Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer. Rider Nation Station bringing you tonight's contest. Glad to have you along. Full house backfield, turn, give the ball to Hinkle on the trap.
And we are really glad that we're able to offer this service with all of the challenges and uncertainties with 2020. We didn't know exactly what to expect, and the response from sponsors has just been tremendously overwhelming to allow us to bring this to you. So we'll show our appreciation here in a little bit.
Turn, quick pitch. Oh, give the ball to Troglin, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Should be enough for a Rough Rider first down, and that's going to end the first quarter with the score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders nothing, the Wapak Redskins nothing. It's time now for the Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by our friends at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244. And we hope you enjoy this edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay.
Over the middle. Oh, it's intercepted by Tom Howard. Howard picks it off. All right. Boy, Tommy Howard was right there and picked it off. Boy, super defensive play right there. Goes in motion. Price calls the signal. Price fumbles the football. It's loose. Who's got it? Who has got the football? They say, let's see. The St. Mary's Rough Riders have the ball.
Flip Powell wide to the right side. Everybody else is tight. Corey Vossler has him in the split backfield. Calls the signals. Corey turns.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Just before the break, Dylan Troglin picked up the first down for
believe Hunter
the
Fraley,
Roughriders.
actually, Joe.
Who was it?
Hunter Fraley.
Thank you very much. So it'll be the Roughriders ball, 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. You got numbers in the first quarter?
I do, Joe. In the first quarter, first down, St. Mary's has 6. Wapak has a goose egg. Total yards, St. Mary's 88, Wapak 9. Passing, nothing for St. Mary's, and Wapak is 0 for 2. Rushing, 22 carries for 88 yards for the Roughriders, 4 times for the Redskins for 9 total yards. Here's the one. 2 fumbles for St. Mary's, lost 1, and Wapak has kept a hold of the ball thus far.
And 2 times the Roughriders have started inside the 5-yard line, and they just keep plugging it away. And this is no different on this particular series. The Roughriders have started at the 1-yard line, their own 1-yard line. They've got it out to their own 30-yard line. Gavin Reineke, the Rough Rider quarterback, split backfield in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Fraley. Fraley will run it left, and he'll get a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down. We'll call it a long 3. We'll call it 3rd and 3. The ball resting at the Rough Rider 33-yard line. Rough Riders try to run the trap right up the middle. Good job there by the defensive front of the Wapak Redskins. They are led by Keith Hauser, 250-pound senior. And the Rough Riders will punt the football. Bowers.
Beautiful punt.
It'll hit the turf, and
that's
it's
going to roll and roll.
Inside the 10.
It's been a game of the punters today, Joe, and hopefully we see a little more offense and a little less punting, but the punters have made things happen and pinned everybody inside the 10-yard line.
Nice punt by Bowers. And the Wapak Redskins will start this drive. I think on their own 8-yard line, I believe. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Trevor Crow, the Redskin quarterback. He'll send Caden Seifring to his left. We got trips to the left. Man in motion. Nice run down the sideline.
Jace Mullen with a real nice run, tiptoeing the sideline, getting a huge gain for the Redskins and getting them out of the deep territory from the 8-yard line.
Well, that was good enough for a Redskin first down. Nice run by Jace Mullen.
16-yard advantage for the Redskins with that Jace Mullen run. They brought him in motion, pitched it to him, and he found the sideline. Good gain for the Redskin running back.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Wapak at their own 24-yard line. Trevor Crow in the shotgun.
We've got something going on here.
We've got a timeout.
Nope, we've got delay of game against the Redskins. Play clock expired, so that's going to march him back 5 yards after that big gain by number 24, Jace Mullen.
So Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law penalty, delay a game on the Wapak Redskins. It'll make it 1st and 15. The ball will be placed at the Redskin 19-yard line. 10 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the first half. No score from Grand Lake Health System Field in St. Mary's. Seifring will go to the slot to the right. Crow.
Batted down by number 52.
Good job by Stosh
Patterson. He got that big paw up there, and he
did.
knocked her down. Hopefully we can see it here on the replay. Perhaps not. He just got that right arm up in the air as he was being blocked and knocked her down. Huge play by number 52, Stosh Patterson, the 5'10", 205-pound junior.
Seifring goes to the slot. 3 receivers to the right. They got a man in motion. That's Connor McDonald. And good defense by the Roughriders. Stosh Patterson, Brandon Paul in on the tackle for the Roughriders.
Got that little bit of a jet sweep going there with McDonald as he's going in motion, getting the handoff, trying to find the corner. But the Rough Rider front line did an extremely great job of stopping him. Third down and 12, Joe.
Third down and 12. Ball on the Wapak at a 22-yard line. Obvious passing situation for the Redskins. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Crow. 3-step drop, pulls it down. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's got a receiver open.
It's going to be short by 3 yards. It's defended by number 8, Brandon Bowers, as number 20. Garrett Seifring catches the pass from Crow. That's Crow's first completion. He's now 1 for 4 with 9 yards with that 9-yard gain on the pass play. I believe Coach Moyer is going to bring out the punt team once again for the Redskins.
It'll bring up 4th down and 4. 8:51. Clock is moving here in the first half. Dylan Troglin and Ethan Wedding to receive the punt for the Rough Riders. Caden Seifring will do the punting for the Redskins. Here comes some pressure. Nice punt, end over end. Wedding did not call a fair catch.
And immediately hit by Jace Mullen, who had that nice long run from the 8-yard line moments ago. Well covered by the Redskins, and the punting display has been phenomenal.
Really, it has been the punting here in the first half that has really given each team poor field position to start their drives. The Rough Riders a little better field position in their last 2 possessions. They'll start it at their own 36-yard line, so we'll see how things go from here. Fraley and Troglin in the backfield. Troglin has the football, sweep left. He'll pick up about 6 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Troglin does a nice job as that Redskin defender is coming up to lower his head and drive right through him and get it just an extra yard out of that run.
This is kind of gives you the impression of a boxing match. Each team's trying to just feel each other out, trying to find a weak spot so they can take advantage of.
Fraley with the handoff, immediately hit by number 69 for the Redskins. Offensive line did not get the surge there, and Fraley immediately hit upon receiving the handoff from Gavin Reineke. Presents 3rd down and 3.
Hinkle checks into the ball game for the Rough Riders. He'll line up at fullback behind quarterback Gavin Reineke. Reineke calls the signals. Long count. Turn. Give the ball to Hinkle. Hinkle
that's going to get across.
Off tackle. It'll be a 1st down for the Rough Riders.
Referee should be signaling to move the chain. Chains are moving. That is another St. Mary's Rough Rider 1st down. That's going to make 7 first downs in this first half of play for the Rough Riders.
I'll tell you what, time of possession is just really in favor of the Rough Riders, but they have no points to show for it.
Misdirection. Tanner House slips as he's getting it, maintains his feet, and is able to dive forward for about
4 yards.
A 4-yard gain while he's falling down.
Rough Riders have the football for 11 minutes and 3 seconds here in the first half to just 4 minutes and 29 seconds for the Redskins, but neither team has any points on the scoreboard. Reineke turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Of course, as you notice, he's got 2 hands on that football.
Yes.
Last week, as against Bath, he had an opportunity to put 6 points on the scoreboard. Inside the one, he lost the handle.
I think it was on the 8th-inch line where he lost it.
Yeah.
If not across, but
so I'm sure that's been driven into him this week by the coaching staff. 2 hands on the football, and he's doing just that. 3rd down, we'll call it 3 for the Rough Riders. Reineke will turn, give a pitch to Hinkle. Hinkle lowers his shoulder, and he's going to
be a yard shy of the yardstick there.
He's going to get two of the 3 that he's needed, and that'll bring up 4th down for the Rough Riders. We'll see if they're going to punt the football. And here comes Bowers into the contest.
I think we're just going to see a little smash mouth football straight ahead. See if we got the quarterback keeper here. We're going to hand it off to Hinkle.
Reineke. Long count. He'll turn, pitch it to Hinkle. Hinkle busts the tackle, and it's going to be
real close. Good second effort by Hinkle because he was hit behind the line of scrimmage. Would have been a definite turnover on downs. I think we're going to see a measurement here. Their eyeball. Nope.
First down, Rough Riders.
Another St. Mary's Rough Rider first down. And again, that was all because of that second effort by Aiden Hinkle to find that yardstick and get that first down.
Hinkle remains at fullback. Turn, give the ball to Troglin.
Halfback pass.
Throw it
to Wedding.
Oh, he was open.
Just need to put a little more air underneath that. So Troglin with the halfback pass attempt, and it's the Rough Riders' first passing attempt, incomplete, intended for Ethan Wedding.
And I'm sure they'll see this, and they'll be talking to this, and the coaches saw it upstairs, but as soon as Reineke handed off to Troglin, he rolled all the way over here to the Rough Rider side of the field, and he was wide open.
Had a secondary option on that.
So
Wedding was wide open. Good play call. Just did not execute as intended.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the Wapak 42-yard line. Tanner Howell on the counter back. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 6 for the Rough Riders. Chase Jacobs, the center for the Rough Riders, places the ball down. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle right up the gut. He breaks a tackle. It's going to be close to a first down.
Brought down by number 20, Garrett Seifring, by the ankle. Otherwise, he had a lot more green space ahead of him, Joe.
.444 remaining here in the first half. It is enough for a first down, so the Rough Riders will have a fresh set of downs. Clock is moving. No score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Wedding and Hinkle behind Reineke. Turn. They're going to pass the football. He's got Troglin all alone.
Beautiful.
Oh, and he just overthrows him.
Tight spiral. Just a half of a yard ahead of him. Otherwise, that is 6. Here we see it on the replay.
Good job.
Beautiful pass and just a little bit ahead of him.
Of course, Troglin, Coach Doug Fry alluded to this week in the Doug Fry show, is the speed here on the offense for the Rough Riders, and displayed it there as he got behind the Redskin defense and just wasn't able to connect. That would have been 6 for sure.
I'd like to give a shout out to some of our military boys who recently graduated. Jason Taylor watching from Fort Benning, Georgia, and Christian Triplett watching from Great Falls, Montana. Thanks for your service, boys. We greatly appreciate it. That's a good time to mention the VFW Post 9289's proud sponsor of Rider Nation Station, as well as American Legion Post 323, veterans helping veterans in the St. Mary's community.
We've got a timeout on the field with 4:22 remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. No score. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Rough Rider football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
For all your insurance needs, see homegrown, hometown agent Lori Yelton and her team, Doug, Susan, and Becky, at 215 East Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's, Ohio. Be a legend. Insure your life.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving?
Already back at Grand Lake Health System Field. Rough Riders have the ball, 2nd down and 10. Tanner House sweeps to the left, and he is tackled on the play by Caden Seifring of Wapakoneta. Good job. 3rd down and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball will be placed at the Wapakoneta 32-yard line. 3:56 remaining. Clock is on the roll. Hayden Eigenbrod will go wide to the right. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. He dives straight ahead.
He was immediately stumbling as he got the handoff and fell forward a yard, but that was about it.
So it'll bring up 4th down. We'll call it 9 for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders find themselves in 4-down territory. 3:22 remaining here in the first half.
Had a couple passing play opportunities to score. See what happens here.
Give the ball to Howe. Howe to the 30. He'll cut it up, and he's going to be way short. So the Rough Riders going to turn the football over on downs. 3:07 remaining here in the first half. No score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard.
Like to take time to give a shout out, and you'll see these commercials coming down the pike here. Auglaze Equipment Rental, St. Mary's Foundry, Vogel's Bake Shop, Albert Sporting Goods, Varsity Lanes, Unique Awards and Signs, Rider Rooters, Denny Louth and Kelsey Burke, Prudential Financial Services, B-Dubs, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Mr. Bank, Fowler's TV, Miller Detailing and Miller Funeral Home, and CNC Loft and Lounge.
Trevor Crow under center, give the ball to McDonald. Connor McDonald will get a couple of yards for the Wapakoneta Redskins. We'll give him a gain of about 4. We'll call it 2nd down and 6. Ball at the Redskins' 32-yard line. Tell you what, we don't have a lot of highlights to show. Of course, during the week, you'll be able to see some of our highlights brought to you by Schaff Auto Sales. They'll be bringing you the video highlights throughout the week before you buy. Give them a try. See Aaron Highs, the car guy.
There's Brandon Paul with a big stick from the linebacker position from the handoff of Crow to Seifring. And, yeah, Joe, thus far I think we're going to see a punting highlight reel for the first half.
That's about it. We'll call it 3rd down and 3 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Ball at their own 35-yard line. By the time they get those ones snapped, will be under 2 minutes here in the first half.
Big down for the Riders. Big down for the Redskins, obviously. And we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout called by the Wapakoneta Redskins with 1:50 remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. No score. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Wapak at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Wabacher for all your legal needs.
Guarneri's on Spring Street, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Come try our thirst-quenching Rider-Aid before, during, and after the game. It's Guarneri's. Give them a call, 419-394-2244.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Third down, we'll call it 3 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. McDonald, quick pitch, and he's going to get the first down barely.
Aiden Eigenbrod does a nice job of closing down on McDonald, but McDonald's able to get with his speed just across the last yardstick to move the sticks for a Redskin first down. First downs at this juncture with 1:44 to go in the first half. St. Mary's 9, Wapakoneta 2. Been a defensive battle, Joe.
For sure. And it's been a battle of field position as well. So we'll call it.
Going to reset the play clock.
We'll call it first down and 10 for the Redskins. The ball will be placed at their own 38-yard line. Redskins have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now bring a third receiver and give the ball to Jace Mullen.
He had a big run earlier. There's a flag coming out.
We've got a Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law, penalty on the play. And it's going to be a hold on the Wapakoneta Redskins. For all your legal needs, give him a call. See Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law. So they're going to mark this one off, a hold against the Wapakoneta Redskins.
Second penalty against the Redskins. Total of 10 yards for the infractions that the Redskins have made in the first half of action.
Clock is rolling, 1:34 remaining here in the first half. Still no score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Seifert will go to the slot. There's McDonald.
It's a keeper.
Crow's going to keep the football, and he'll go nowhere. Good job by the Rough Rider defense.
The Redskins have been really going toward that jet sweep with the man in the motion, and thought they could fool us a little bit by not handing it off and having the quarterback keep it and run. But the defensive front said, nah, baby, nah.
Yep. Dylan Giesecke in on the stop. Hunter Foltz along with Brandon Paul at linebacker on that last stop. We're under a minute here at Grand Lake Health System Field. 53 ticks remaining in the first half. Still no score. Caleb Walter wide to the left. We'll give the ball to McDonald. We'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play.
It was 2nd and 19. They had a long way to go. It's going to be 3rd and 13. They just let it.
They don't have to get a play off.
They just let her wind down. Coach Moyer talking things over with number 11, Caleb Walter. Comes in with the play, and they're not going to get this in, Joe. I think they're just going to let her wind
They're just going
down.
to let her ride down. We're down to 5 seconds. And both teams will head to their respective locker rooms, or they're not locker rooms. They'll do it from wherever. Last week we saw the Rough Riders.
Some will, some won't.
Do their halftime outside, not take it to the locker room. But that's going to end the first half with the score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. The Wapakoneta Redskins, nothing. The St. Mary's Rough Riders, nothing. We'll take this break. We'll come back with our halftime program brought to you by Hewer Renovation right after this.
Boundary wants to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to all our local teams, wishing them a safe and extraordinary season. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet. Vogel's Bake Shop, making thousands of fresh donuts daily, open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Wapak. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
For all your sporting good needs, visit Albert Sporting Goods at 121 West Spring Street, serving the St. Mary's community since 1980.
Varsity Lanes, home of the Roughriders 2018-19 Boys and Girls State Bowling Champions. Striking up delicious food, 32 taps, Queen of Hearts, and nightly food and drink specials with a great family atmosphere. Carry out is available. Stop in and see us after the game. Go Riders! Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
Rider Rooters is proud to be a sponsor for tonight's game on Rider Nation Station. Rider Rooters supports all Memorial High School athletics as the official booster group of Memorial High School. They have been providing financial support to Rough Rider sports for over 40 years. Thanks to the Rough Rider community for all your support.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer. Rider Nation Station bringing you the game between the Rough Riders and the Wapakoneta Redskins. And Doug, the first half pretty much a stalemate. Both teams head to their respective locker rooms tied. No score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Our halftime program is being brought to you by Hewer Renovating. And Doug, when you look at the stats, and as we do, the St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Marching Band will be performing here at halftime. So let's take a look at some of the statistics in the first half. Really not a lot to write home to mom about, is there?
But really, there is not, except in the punting department.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. First downs, St. Mary's has 9 first downs, all by the rush. Wapakoneta, 2 rushing attempts for St. Mary's, 36 for 128 yards, 12 rushing attempts for Wapak for 45 yards. St. Mary's is averaging 3.6 yards per play to Wapakoneta's 3.8. Longest rush from the line of scrimmage for the Rough Riders is 15, for Wapakoneta, 16. In the passing department, St. Mary's has tried to pass 3 times, completed 1 out of the 3. Wapakoneta 9 times. They have completed 4. Nobody has thrown an interception. Yards per completion, St. Mary's 3, Wapakoneta 9. Total offensive plays, St. Mary's 39, Wapakoneta 16. Total net yards, 131 to 54. St. Mary's leads in that department. Average gain per play, again, 3.4 for St. Mary's and 3.4 for Wapakoneta. Let's talk fumbles. Early on, we thought we were seeing a repeat of what we witnessed last Friday at Bath Stadium, and we have lost the ball 2 fumbles, and we lost 1 of those, and Wapakoneta has had a clean game thus far, not losing the ball at all. So a -1 margin for St. Mary's, +1 for the Redskins. Punting. St. Mary's has punted 1 time, and it was a boomer, Joe. Bowers got a hold of that. 59 yards, pinned the Redskins down to the 8-yard line. The Redskins have punted 3 times. Total yards, 115. The long was 43. Their average is 38.3, and obviously St. Mary's' average is 59. Looking at the individual statistics, leading St. Mary's in the rushing department is Aiden Hinkle, 13 rushes for 56 yards. He has the long of 15, 4.3 yards per rush. Hunter Fraley, has 7 rushes, 18 yards. He's averaging 2.6. And Ethan Wedding has 4 carries for 22 yards for 5.5. Wapakoneta, their workhorse has been Connor McDonald on the sweeps, and he has 5 rushes for 22 yards, a long of 6. Trevor Crow, 4 rushes, 3 yards, 1 yard averaging rushing. And Jace Mullen has carried it twice, 17 yards. In the passing department, Gavin Reineke has thrown 2 times, completed 1 for a gain of 3 yards. Dylan Troglin threw 1 time. It was incomplete on the halfback pass. And for Wapakoneta in the passing department, Trevor Crow, the backup quarterback, as Goulet went down last week against Salina. He has attempted 4 passes, completed 1. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Receiving for Wapakoneta, Garrett Seafring has been thrown to 2 times, caught 1 for a gain of 9 yards, and that's the only statistic in the passing department. So a little bit lopsided on some statistics, especially first downs and the time of possession. 16 minutes, 24 seconds for the Roughriders as opposed to the 7-minute 36 time of possession for the Redskins. But nonetheless, the score is the same. 0-0 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, your complete supply chain solutions provider for logistics and warehousing.
All right, Doug, thank you very much. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more as our halftime show continues here from Grand Lake Health System Field in St. Mary's, Ohio. You're watching Rough Rider football on Rider Nation Station. We'll be right back.
Prudential Advisors help you tackle your financial challenges. Call Denny Louth, Financial Advisory, and Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, at 419-394-8879.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports. Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Miller's Detailing Service, LLC, offers all your detailing and window tinting needs, from 1, 2, and 5-year ceramic coatings to basic detailing. We have a full line of ceramic tint with a lifetime warranty. Call or text Braid Miller at 419-953-2796 or message us on Facebook at Miller's Detailing and Service, LLC.
All righty, welcome back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer. And right now we're going to put the headsets down and we're going to let you watch and listen to the St. Mary's Memorial All-Brass Marching Band under the direction of Riley Roby. We hope you enjoy. St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Marching Band under the direction of Riley Roby, performing for the fans here at Grand Lake Health System Field. The St. Mary's Roughriders have returned to the field. We are seeing the arrival of the Wapak Redskins as well. I'm going to say they're going to put another 3 minutes on the clock, but we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our second half kickoff for you from Grand Lake Health System Field. You're watching Rough Rider football on Rider Nation Station. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Rough Rider football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
For all your insurance needs, see homegrown, hometown agent Lori Yelton and her team, Doug, Susan, and Becky, at 215 East Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's, Ohio. Be a legend. Insure your life.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewart is your go-to man. Hewart Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewart Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Wapak at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Wapak for all your legal needs.
Guarneri's on Spring Street, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Come try our thirst-quenching Rider Aid before, during, and after the game. It's Guarneri's. Give them a call, 419-394-2244.
Oglaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or oglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Oglaze Equipment Rental.
Back at Grand Lake Health System Field, Joe alongside Doug Spencer, where both teams continue to loosen up in preparation of second half action. Again, no score on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, and not a lot of highlights right now for the Schaff Auto Sales video highlights, which you'll see posted next week here on Rider Nation Station. Of course, a couple of programming notes. We want you to tune in to see the Doug Fry Show, brought to you each and every week. It airs on Thursday nights around 7 p.m., and also the rules of the game with Mark Cisco and Zach Farrell. You saw that prior to tonight's contest. That airs Friday nights at 6 p.m. prior to our live broadcast of Rough Rider football at 7 p.m. Want to remind everybody, again, next Friday night, the Ottawa Glandorf Titans will come to St. Mary's to take on the Rough Riders. Of course, we'll be here to bring it to you live with the kickoff slated for 7 p.m.
Let's give a shout out to those that are watching from sponsor land. Guarneri's Pizzeria, Varsity Lanes, B-Dubs, VFW Post 9289, American Legion Post 323. Thanks for the sponsor, and thanks for all of you that are patronizing those places. That allows us to be able to bring you live Rough Rider football on Rider Nation Station. A few more locales, Joe, from our viewers. Mike J is watching from Quarantine, Ohio on the corner of State Route 703 and COVID-19. Another military shout out. Got to find it here. Braden Dunlap watching from Wrightstown, New Jersey. Thank you, Braden, for checking in, and thank you for your service. Lots of fine sponsors doing great things in our St. Mary's community to make this all happen for us. And tell them thanks. Shop at their businesses. File an application if they're looking for
employment
help.
Yep.
Do whatever it takes to make St. Mary's a better place.
Second half kickoff is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Be a legend. Insure your life. Bowers' kickoff taken by McDonald inside the 5-yard line. Good coverage there, I believe. Dylan
Troglin.
Mercy.
Joe,
that
will be a Shaft Auto Sales highlights. Make certain you check in for the highlight video, which will be published tomorrow around noontime. And thank you to Shaft Auto Sales. They're very community-minded, and they've got a great thing with this highlight video that they sponsor. Here it is on the replay. Boom. Brings McDonald hard. So the Redskins are going to start off first down and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Trevor Crow is the Redskin quarterback. They'll have it first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. We'll give the pitch to McDonald. And the ball's on the ground. Rough Riders got it.
Can't wait to watch this on replay. Watch number 35, Tanner House, step up into the gap and just drill McDonald. Here it comes. There it is. Boom. Gets sandwiched. Let's give credit to number 89 as well. Trace Mabry sandwiching with Tanner Howe to cause that fumble, and Dylan Troglin falls on it. That is a takeaway that we needed.
Absolutely.
Rough Riders are on the storm here. 11:38 on the Redskin 23-yard line.
First and 10. Give the ball to Wedding. Wedding is being flushed to the back. He's going to cut back, and he's going to
get it back to the line of scrimmage, Joe.
Get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up second down and 10.
Joe, I got to take time to mention this one. Got a message from Rough Riders standout Scott Bossler. You may remember that name.
Yep.
Scott says he's watching St. Mary's football for the first time since 2004 from Centerville, Virginia. No high school football for us. Move to the spring. Glad you're watching.
Counter back. Here comes Wedding. He'll turn it upfield. We'll give him a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll give him a gain of 5. We'll call it 3rd and 5 for the Rough Riders. Ball will be placed at the Wapak net 18-yard line. 10:45 remaining here in the third quarter.
That was huge. First play for the Redskins, and the Rough Rider D steps up big and recovers that fumble off hard hits.
Rough Riders need to cash in here.
Gonna pass, Joe.
Reineke he's looking downfield.
Well covered by the Redskin secondary. There was nobody. Nobody to throw to.
He was looking downfield for Devin Shannon, but he was well covered, so he did a smart thing and just tucked the ball under his arm.
Probably going to be field goal time.
Bowers will attempt a field goal. They'll place it at 25. It'll be a 35-yard field goal attempt. Bad snap and
just falls on it.
So an opportunity going awry for the St. Mary's Rough Riders. The defense got the football on a fumble, and the Rough Riders were not able to cash it in. So the Redskins will get the football, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Wapak at their own, we'll call it the 25-yard line.
Missed opportunity off of the huge play of the Rough Rider defense, and defense is back out on the field, see what they can come up with. And Coach Moyer trying to orchestrate some type of drive to get their offense moving as well.
Trevor Crow, the Redskin quarterback under center. He'll turn. He'll give it to Connor McDonald. He'll sweep to the right. Good play there by Aiden Eigenbrod.
I love watching Eigenbrod close down that gap. And he's got some speed as well.
Yes, he does.
And, that's a challenge because McDonald has great speed. So he closes that down as you see it here on the replay. And a great tackle, hits and wraps and rolls him down. Nice job by number 10, Aiden Eigenbrod for the Rough Riders.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Redskins. Ball placed at their own 26-yard line. Crow will be in the shotgun formation. Give the ball to McDonald. Defense, and he cuts back. Good defense there.
Somebody caught him by the ankles there. Maybe Stosh Patterson. Here we see it on the replay. Sideline view.
So it'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 7 for the Redskins at their own 28-yard line. Clock is ticking. 9:15 remaining here in the 3rd quarter on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Crow in the shotgun. He'll send a Mullen in motion.
We got a penalty.
And we've got a Dave Wildbacher attorney at law penalty on the play. Procedure called on the Wapak Redskins. I think they'll move it back 5.
So in the penalty category, which I failed to mention during the halftime show, the Hewer Renovating halftime show, St. Mary's has been clean with the penalties thus far. But Wapakoneta has just been tagged for their 4th penalty, and it's backed them up 25 yards.
We'll call it 3rd down and 12 for the Skins. 8:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Crow in the shotgun. Set Mullen in motion. They'll give it to him. He's going to sweep to the left, and good tackle by Tanner Howell.
Boy, the read on Tanner's part of seeing what Mullen was going to do, as you see it here from the sideline view and replay. Nice job of that read and bringing him down. Presents another punt opportunity for Wapakoneta, and Caden Seifring will punt once again.
Good camera work by our crew. Brought that one right into your living room. Caden Seifring will do the punting for the Redskins. Tanner Howell and Troglin will be back to receive the punt. It'll be Tanner Howell. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and here comes the rest of the Redskins to bring him down. So a short punt return by Tanner Howell will give the Roughriders the football again here in the 3rd quarter.
Well covered by the punt team for the Redskins, and Tanner tried his best of shaking and baking and getting out of that, but just way too many white shirts in order for him to get anywhere. So from the 50-yard line, Roughriders take over, 1st and 10.
Split backfield. We'll give the ball to Troglin. Troglin will sweep left.
He's got some room, Joe.
He's to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. So that was a big play. That'll make the Shaft Auto Sales video highlight reel.
Absolutely. Brought down by the quarterback, Trevor Crow, who also plays defense.
Longest play from scrimmage tonight for the Roughriders. It'll be 1st down and 10. They'll place the ball at the Redskin 12-yard line. So the Roughriders can pick up a 1st down inside the 2. Split backfield. We'll give the ball to
Wedding. Nice
He
cut back up in the middle. He's got his feet moving. That's a great hard run. Very heads-up play by number 6, Ethan Wedding. Here it is on the replay. Makes the cut, sees something in the middle, spins, keeps his legs going, gets an extra 2 yards out of that, Joe. Excellent camera work, fellas and gal.
They'll place the ball at the 4-yard line at Wapak, 2nd and 2. Opportunity knocking on the door for the Roughriders. Aiden Hinkle straight up the gut. It'll be close to a Roughrider foot 1st down. It is. It'll be 1st and goal for the Roughriders. They'll place the ball at the 2-yard line of Wapak. We'll see if the Roughriders can punch this one in to the end zone. Split backfield, turn, give the ball to
That's touchdown.
Wedding. Touchdown.
Wedding's going to score. Ethan Wedding with the carry and the touchdown. It's going to come right at you here in this replay. A nice blocking up front. Stosh Patterson, number 52, and About 51, but I have to double check that. It is 51. Ryan Davis.
Bowers with the PAT. It's good. So on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard at the 6:51 mark in the third quarter, it's the St. Mary's Roughriders 7, the Wapak Redskins nothing. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
St. Mary's Foundry wants to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to all our local teams, wishing them a safe and extraordinary season. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet. Vogel's Bake Shop, making thousands of fresh donuts daily, open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Wapak. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
For all your sporting good needs, visit Albert Sporting Goods at 121 West Spring Street, serving the St. Mary's community since 1980.
This Rough Rider kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at State Farm Insurance. Be a legend, insure your life. Bowers kick, fumbled, and bobbled, picked up by McDonald.
Oh,
wow.
Joe, this is my favorite line, so I'm going to take it.
Go ahead.
That's going to make the Schaff Auto Sales highlight reel tomorrow at noon. Tune in to watch the Schaff Auto Sales highlight as you just see a replay right there. That's some smash mouth football by number 35, Tanner Howell.
Good job by the junior. So the Wapak Redskins will have the football at the 6:44 mark, 6:44 mark here in the third quarter. Ball will be placed at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll send Caleb Walter wide to the left. And Crow will keep the football as he faked the handoff to Mullen. So Crow will pick up a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for Wapak.
I think I saw number 20, Ross Henchen, in on the tackle there around the legs. Joe, want to mention, I said cameraman and gal, we are utilizing 2 students from Scott Deringer's, I'm calling it the scoreboard class, one operating the camera and one that's mixing all the shots for us as you watch them. So we've got 2 students that are definitely helping us make this production happen tonight. We are grateful.
Crow will keep the ball, faked it to Mullen, but he'll pull it down and get as much as he can. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. Good job by the Rough Rider defense.
We've got Angelina running the camera for us, and mixing for us is Olivia. So we greatly appreciate their help.
And on the play was Hunter Foltz, Trace Mabry. We got Ross Henchen, Tanner Howell, and Brandon Paul, your 3 linebackers for the Rough Riders. Up front, Foltz, Patterson, Mabry, and Giesecke. Crow in the gun. He's going to throw it, and it's overthrown. Good defense there by the Rough Riders.
Got to give credit again, Aiden Eigenbrod. Yes, Crow's throw was just a tad high, but as you're going to see on the replay here, Crow throws, and right there is Eigenbrod. Yep. It's going to present punt situation for the Redskins.
Tanner Howell and Dylan Troglin will go back to receive the punt of Caden Seifring. Howell and Troglin will be standing at their own 39-yard line. Not a particularly good punt by Seifring, and Howell will let it roll out of bounds, but it gets a Wapak.
He gets a kind bounce, that's for certain.
Yes, he does. So it'll go out on the 37-yard line. It'll be the Rough Riders football at the 5:06 mark on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Your complete supply chain solutions provider for logistics and warehousing. Give American Manufacturing Solutions a call. Our scoreboard sponsor here in 2020. Split backfield for the Rough Riders behind Reineke. going to give the ball to Wedding.
Ooh.
Wedding hit. He'll spin for a couple. We'll call it second down and and 9. We'll give a gain of 1.
Shout out to Grand Lake Health System being our sponsor, proudly committed to serving the community, and to the VFW Post 9289 and the American Legion Post 323.
Hinkle. He'll dive forward. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. We've got a Dave Wildbacher, attorney at law, penalty flag on the play. It's going to go against the Roughriders. A hold. First penalty for the Roughriders in the contest.
That is the first laundry against the Roughriders. Played a clean first half and just assessed the first time here with 4:34 to go in the third quarter.
So we'll call it second down and 19. The ball will be placed at the Roughriders' 28-yard line. Clock is ticking. 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Going to be a pass.
It's
going to be a screen
pass, and Aiden Hinkle wasn't able to catch the football. Play was
developing.
Set up nicely.
See how well Wapak was going to defend. Nice fake by Reineke. Had some blockers there, but nonetheless incomplete. Presents third down and 19 for the Roughriders.
Wedding will go wide to the left. Up the middle is Hinkle on the trap.
So that's going to present a punt situation for the Roughriders, and heading back for the punting responsibility, number 8, Brandon Bowers, going deep for the return for the Redskins. Number 20, Garrett Seifring, and number 3, Jacob Schrader.
Bowers with a high end over end punt, and
Seifring
pulls it in on a fair catch. It'll be first and 10 for the Wapak Redskins.
So mentioned our shout outs to people that are viewing at some of our sponsor businesses. Let's do it again. So we're saying hi to the fine folks that are watching from Guarneri's Pizzeria, Varsity Lanes, B-Dubs, VFW Post 9289, and American Legion Post 323. Thanks, all.
First and 10, Redskins. Mullen in motion. Crow will swing it out to Mullen. He'll get it across the 35 to the 40. Be knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
On the defense for the Roughriders, number 52, Stosh Patterson, and number 43, Brandon Paul, as you see it here on the replay.
Now, answer me this question.
True.
Trace Mabry, did he change his jersey number?
I believe he was 89 to start the game. What are you seeing now?
He is 89. I thought his number was 59 last week, but maybe not. You know, as you get older, your memory starts to fade. You know that, don't you?
Like bringing your binoculars and not using them, Joe?
Good point. McDonald on the carry.
That's going to be good enough for a Redskin first down.
Yep. We'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. It'll be a first down for the Redskins.
Hopefully you're enjoying the replays that are being brought to you. Want to give a shout out besides Olivia down in the truck. We've got Dave and Rich. So thanks, fellas, for bringing us the replays and everything else.
Crow under center will give the ball to.
Nice hit.
I believe the ball carrier is going to be Caden Seifring.
Ethan Wedding is the first to step up and hit Seifring. Here you see the replay. There's Wedding, sticks him straight up, and then gets a host of riders to help bring him down. Yes, Daniel Allen, I do recall the days of MTV and you helping out. It's good to hear from folks, and got somebody from an Army post in Colorado. Kevin, thank you. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Rider Nation Stations. We bring you live football. McDonald He's got some running room.
Sweep to the right. Oh, my gosh. Tanner Howe again drags him down. He's everywhere.
He had some running room.
Yes, he did.
I said he has some running room. He had some running room, and Tanner Howe brings him down for a 3rd down and 7 for the Redskins.
Ball will be placed right at the 50-yard line. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Trevor Crow, the Redskin quarterback, in the shotgun. He's got Mullen in motion. He'll give it to Mullen on the sweep. And the Rough Rider defense pursuing. He breaks a tackle, and he'll have enough for a Redskin first down as Dylan Troglin is in on the play.
Boys, he's jetting across from the right side to the left, building up speed, and he got that corner turned and got a nice run in for the Redskins in order to be able to continue this drive. 1:45 to go in the third quarter.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins at the St. Mary's 37-yard line. Clock is moving. Crow under center will give the ball to McDonald. He'll turn it up quickly, and nice defensive play there.
Stosh Patterson with the tackle.
Patterson, absolutely. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Ball placed at the Rough Rider 35-yard line.
So, Joe, you have questions, and all we have to rely upon is some chat. We've got a sister connection here. Trace used to be 59. Changed his number this year.
There you go. Crow. Nice pass out to Walder. He eludes Eidenbrog's tackle, and he'll pick up a first down. So the Redskins are on the move.
Wapak's feeling a little bit of momentum, shifting their way offensively. Rough Riders trying to thwart that momentum here. 1st down and 10 from the Rough Rider 24-yard line.
Crow in the shotgun. Got Mullen in motion. He's going to fake it. Crow's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down by Hunter Foltz. Brandon Paul in on the play. Ross Henshin in as well, and Trace Mabry gets up off the bottom of the pile.
Number 77, Hunter Foltz, just wrapped him up in a big bear hug and stopped him from being able to move forward. So huge defensive play by the Riders.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score on our American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard at the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7, the Wapak Redskins nothing. It's time now for our Big Ralph Rider replay. Brought to you by our friends at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244, and we hope you enjoy this edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay.
It's Bo. Bo Fry looking to the outside. Bo's in the 30. Bo's in the 25-20. Bo's in the 15. Bo's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rough Riders.
Go Fry. Go Fry.
We hope you enjoyed that edition of the Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza, and calzone. Still have time. Still have a quarter left of football here at Grand Lake Health System Field, so give Guarneri's Pizzeria a call at 394-2244.
All righty, the defense had a good stop on the first down play with momentum building for the Wapak Redskins. Now presents 2nd down and 11 from the 25. See what the Rough Rider defense has in store for the Redskins.
Rough Riders will rush 4 defensive linemen on the front. Pass intended for Mullen.
Incomplete is the ruling.
Yep. Now they got to be careful on that because if Mullen gets behind Crow, it could be a lateral.
Here we see the replay.
And he's in
He was just a little bit forward. Yep.
He's in front of him. So it'll be an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11. The ball will be spotted at the Rough Rider 25-yard line. Aiden Hinkle will come in for the Rough Riders. He'll be lining up at a defensive end position. Trevor Crow in the shotgun. Here comes McDonald.
We got a whistle, and we've got a penalty.
We've got a Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law, penalty on the play. Delay of game called against the Wapak Redskins. They're going to move it back 5. And it'll be 3rd down and 16 for the Wapak Redskins. The ball will be placed at the St. Mary's 30-yard line.
So the Rough Riders have been penalized one time for 10 yards. That's now 5 for 30 for the Redskins.
Crow in the shotgun. McDonald on the move. They're going to set up the screen pass to Caden Seifring.
There's Eigenbrod, and Tanner Howe brings him down from behind.
Good pickup,
with the
though.
Ankle tackle. Here you see it on the replay. Well executed by the Redskins. There you see Seifring. Howe chasing him down, grabs that left ankle, brings him down. There's Eigenbrod as well.
It's not going to be enough for a first down, but they're a little bit closer, so we'll call it 4th down, and we'll call it about 4 yards to go.
I've got a question for you.
Or is it? There we go. We'll call it 4th and 4. Ball at the 18-yard line. Pass intended for Mullen. I believe it's out of bounds.
Here you see on the replay. Nice pressure on the quarterback.
I'll check that. The pass was intended for Garrett Seifring. Incomplete. So the Redskins will turn the football over on downs. It'll be the Rough Rider football. 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
You ready for my question?
I am.
If 3rd down is money down, what is it when it's 4th and they go for it instead of punt?
I don't know.
Double your money down?
There you go. Full house backfield for the Rough Riders. Give the football to Troglin, and he is brought down for little to no gain. Good defensive play there by the Redskin defense.
I believe number 12, and I believe you stole my roster.
That's Zach Rogers.
Correction.
You put it on the floor, didn't you?
That's my fault.
Apology accepted.
Have you ever been injusticed?
I have been.
Because right there it was. I falsely accused you, Joe.
Reineke checks in with the play from head coach Doug Fry. Aiden Eigenbrog will go wide to the right. Ethan Wedding wide to the left. Ball given to Hinkle. He'll go straight.
Hinkle gets a few extra yards as he's being brought down by number 21, Austin Stauffer for the Redskins. Joe, the Riders need a patented, long, sustained Rough Rider drive with points as we are 10 minutes in the contest to go. But they've got a big play right here. It's 3rd and 6, and they're deep in their own territory.
Absolutely. Eigenbrod will go wide to the left. Reineke's going to turn and throw the football to Troglin. He's got a blocker out in front.
He's going to get a first down and more, Joe.
Yep, and nice pass from Reineke to Troglin, and he'll get it to the 35-yard line.
13-yard gain on that play.
Absolutely.
That's how you move the chains. And, boy, he sees a little bit of green space and turns the Jets on. Gets to the 35-yard line, but most importantly, from that 3rd and 6, moves to 6, 1st down and 10 for the Rough Riders, continuing this drive.
Fresh set of 4 for the Rough Riders. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Clock is at 9:20 and ticking. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle. He'll dive left side.
Still going to get 3 yards out of that. He just keeps his body low, keeps the legs going, and gets 3 yards out of that.
I think you'd be happy with 3 yards on a first down play.
Yep.
What is the Rough Riders averaging on their first down yardage? Can you see that over there on the right side?
First down plays, we've had 24.7. Wapak has had 14 first down plays for an average of 2.5.
Hinkle will get the football from Troglin. No gain on
That's
this
not
one.
going to get much there.
That'll drop your average a bit. Look,
I'd like to thank Andy Rammel and Carol Brown, statisticians, and they provide us a live feed monitor that we can see the stats for the program, and makes life so much easier for us.
I'll tell you, back in the day, we used to do it with pencil and paper and so much paper. Reineke looking
nice. Well defended.
Yep.
Howe had it, and big stick by the Redskins. You're going to see it coming right here.
Connor Mextro
on the replay.
On the defensive play for the Redskins. Yep. So the Rough Riders weren't able to cash in and pick up a first down. So Brandon Bowers will be back to punt. He'll be standing at his own 25-yard line.
Seifring and Schrader back. Fair catch by Seifring. Number 20, Garrett Seifring. Wasn't much of a wave, but he got a wave in.
He did. The Rough Rider defense have played really well here in this ball game tonight.
Joe, a stat I want to touch base on because we were dwelling on it a little bit in the first half is the time of possession, and Wapakoneta has kind of closed that gap. We're at 20 minutes and one tick of possession for St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta has closed that in with 16 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yep. So 10 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. The ball will be placed at their own 26-yard line. Split backfield.
They're going to pass.
Behind Crow. Crow's flushed out of the pocket
finds
Seifring.
And that's probably going to be good enough to move the chains, and they are moving. Good poise by Crow as he's finding his receiver as the play is developing, and it was an outstanding catch by Garrett Seifring for a first down for the Redskins.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Ball will be placed at their own 38-yard line. Clock is ticking. 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the football contest. Crow out of the shotgun. Mullen in motion. He's going to give it to Jace Mullen. Tanner Howe's got a beat on him and runs him down. He gets a little bit of help on the far side.
I'll tell you, that play has been quite successful for the Redskins. The jet sweep, getting him in motion. And Jace Mullins has had some big runs off of that, as he is now 5 carries for 43 yards in the long in the first with 16 yards. Got a timeout on the play to move the chains. Sorry.
Yep.
Referees are just stopping the clock just so that they can get the chains moved. They're going to restart it here momentarily.
Ball will be placed at the Wapakoneta 48-yard line. First and 10, Redskins. Crow under center.
Big stick. Number 35, Tanner Howe, steps in, and textbook tackle by number 35, Tanner Howe.
Caden Seifring, the ball carrier, and excellent job.
Joe, he's going to fill that one for a few days.
Yes, he will.
How well would you handle taking a hit like that?
Not very well.
Did you ever take a hit like that back when you were QB for the Rough Riders?
Are you kidding me? Usually just hand the ball and get out of the way. It'll be second down and 9 for the Redskins. McDonald on the run. He'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they place the football.
I think he's going to be a couple yards shy. On that pitch to McDonald, there's a lot of green and about 3 Redskin blockers up front. So that was a pretty well-executed play for the Redskins. Presents third down and 1 on the Rough Rider 42-yard line.
Big play right now for the Rough Rider defense. Big play for the Redskin offense. 3rd down and 1 at the Rough Rider 43-yard line. Turn, give the ball to McDonald. Just shakes and bakes, and he'll pick up a good gain and the 1st down.
Number 2, Dylan Giesecke in on the tackle for the Rough Riders.
So they'll move the chains, and the Redskins will get a fresh 4. 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining. Rough Rider defense needs a big stop. Momentum seems to be on the side of the Wapakoneta Redskins as their offense of putting some drives together. Crow under center. He'll turn. He'll give the ball to McDonald. McDonald will give him a gain of about 4 on the play.
Finds Hunter Fultz wrapping him up, and Tanner Howe.
Now we'll give him a gain of 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Ball at the Rough Rider 35-yard line.
Thank you to Grand Lake Health System for being a sponsor. Proudly committed to serving the community. Grand Lake Health System.
Connor McDonald, Caden Seifring behind Crow, under center. He'll pitch it out to McDonald. He'll get the corner, and it will give him a gain of about 3 on the play. Good pursuit there by the Rough Rider defense.
I was just going to use that word. The pursuit was fantastic here by the Rough Rider defense. Contain, and then you've got pursuit. Contained by the secondary, pursuit by the linebackers. Stops him, 3rd down and 4 from the Rough Riders.
We'll call it 3rd down and 4
31.
At the Rough Rider 31-yard line. Big play here by the Rough Rider defense. Crow.
He's going to keep it.
And here comes the pursuit.
Oh,
good job there
maybe
by the
got a
Rough Rider
yard.
defense.
It's 4 down territory, I believe, with 3. Yeah, definitely with the time. Here you watch the replay. He keeps it, stepping up into the gap. Boom. Nice play by the Rough Rider defense. Only 1 yard gain. 4th down and 3 for Coach Moyer's Redskins.
This is a big play for the Rough Rider defense. 4th down and 3. Ball placed at the Rough Rider 30-yard line. Clock is ticking. 3:25 remaining in the football contest. Rough Riders lead 7-0.
Going to pass.
They're going to go in the air.
Might tuck it and run.
He's going to put it.
He's going to get the first down. Initial hit by Aiden Eigenbrod, and then brought down by Trace Mabry. That was a heads up. Don't know if it was by design all the way, but he tucked it, and he ran, and he got the first down, that being Crow, the quarterback.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. Under 3 minutes to play in the football contest. Walter and Connell will go wide to the left. Seifring will shift into the slot to the left. Mullen in motion. Mullen has the football. He's got room. Breaks a tackle by Howell, and we'll give him a gain of about 9 on the play.
I think you're going to see Eigenbrod hit him and get him off balance after he gets past Howell. Otherwise, he had a chance for a few more yards after.
They're going to give him a gain of 8. We'll call it 2nd down and 2. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 14-yard line. Clock is ticking. 2:15 remaining in the football contest. The Redskins are knocking at the door. Quick pitch to McDonald. He'll get the corner, and he'll get a first down, and he's knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. 7-0. Rough Riders lead, but the Wapakoneta Redskins is knocking on the door.
Hate to dwell on the past, and we'll see what the future unfolds here as we got a timeout, official timeout. Looks like we've got an injury timeout. So with that, we'll go ahead and take a commercial break here from Grand Lake Health System Field. Boards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
Rider Rooter is proud to be a sponsor for tonight's game on Rider Nation Station. Rider Rooter supports all Memorial High School athletics as the official booster group of Memorial High School. They have been providing financial support to Rough Rider sports for over 40 years. Thanks to the Rough Rider community for all your support. Let Prudential Advisors help you tackle your financial challenges. Call Denny Louth, Financial Advisory, and Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, at 419-394-8879.
All righty, we welcome back to Grand Lake Health System Field. They're attending to Connor McDonald, and he was limping pretty badly. He's going to be on the bench, so they're going to be without their speedster. But Trevor Crow is in the shotgun. 4 receivers to the right, Mullen in motion. They're going to give the ball to Mullen, and good defense by the Rough Riders as Brandon Paul made the initial contact. Hunter Fraley's in as well.
This play has been very effective for the Redskins, but not that time.
And Tanner Howell in on the stop. So it'll be second down and
11.
Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 12-yard line. 1:35 remaining in the football contest. Trevor Crow in the shotgun for.
Got him.
McDonald. And there's a pass intended for number 6. That was Connor Mextro. It falls incomplete. That was a screen.
You're going to watch here. Brandon Paul introduce himself to Crow and causes him to quickly release the ball and be an incomplete pass. Third down, 11 for the Redskins.
Yep. Here comes Connor McDonald back into the ball game.
Crow getting his instructions from Coach Moyer.
Clock is stopped at 1:28.
This Rough Rider D is going to step up and rise to the occasion.
Crow, he's looking to pass. Here comes
Hinkle. Just got past Hinkle. He's dancing all around.
Under.
He's got a lot of room now.
He's going to head for the
Nice
corner.
block.
And the touchdown, Redskins.
Heads up play. Heady play by Mr. Crow for Wapak and Netta. Misdirection after he had nothing to the left side. Picks up a key block, which you're going to see coming at you here in a little bit in order to allow him to get in to pay dirt.
There's a good block there. He's got
boom right there.
there
Number 11
Bowers.
does a nice job, Caleb Walter. So we got a PAT attempt to tie this up with 1:16 to go here at Grand Lake Health System Field. Payne Harshbarger is the kicker.
Out of the hold of Garrett Seifring. Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And with 1:16 remaining in the football contest on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 7, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports. Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
And Howell. All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. The Wapakoneta Redskins put 7 points on the scoreboard with 1:16 remaining. And we're all tied up, 7-7 on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer. And pretty much time of possession is dead even.
It's been equalized.
So the Rough Riders had time of possession in the first half. It's pretty much been time of possession Wapakoneta Redskins here in the second half. So this kickoff return is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Be a legend. Insure your life. State Farm Insurance. Troglin, Howell, and Wedding back to receive the kickoff for the Wapakoneta Redskins. Red Riders need a big return here. Short kick. It'll be taken by Troglin, I believe.
Take Ross Henson, number 20.
Is it Henson? Who was that? Howell?
We'll go with the player to be named later, but I thought I saw 2-0.
All right. Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. 1:11 remaining. Man in motion. Reineke to Troglin. Pass is complete.
About a 5-yard gain. Fires it in. Great catch by Troglin.
Clock is moving. We're under a minute. Riders will go no huddle. Reineke in the shotgun. Steps back.
Going deep.
Pass.
Oh, and he finds it. Nice strike
to Troglin.
But what's incredible, and watch this on the replay, the defender kind of loses sight of what's going on, and Troglin sneaks behind him to catch this ball.
Oh, yeah. Nice play. Nice pass.
That's why you give it your all the time. Nice job, Dylan Troglin.
Running.
Beautiful pass by Reineke. We've got a timeout, Wapakoneta.
All right, they're going to reset the clock on this one, I believe, because they called timeout. We lost about 4 or 5 seconds. But in the meantime, we're going to take a break with the score on our American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard. Roughriders 7, Redskins 7. We'll be right back.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
44 seconds. All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. They're still trying to figure out how much time to put back on the clock. They set the game clock at 33 seconds. The Rough Riders will have the football. 1st and 10. The ball is setting on the Wapakoneta 35-yard line. Bowers will go wide to the right. Troglin wide to the left. Reineke in the shotgun for the Rough Riders. 2-step drop. He's flushed out of the pocket. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and gain some.
Quickly
a gain of about 2. The Rough Riders call timeout, I believe.
Quickly burn a timeout. So St. Mary's takes a timeout. We'll do the same.
We'll come back to Grand Lake Health System Field with the final 27 seconds right after this.
Detailing Service LLC offers all your detailing and window tinting needs, from 1, 2, and 5-year ceramic coatings to basic detailing. We have a full line of ceramic tint with a lifetime warranty. Call or text Braid Miller at 419-953-2796 or message us on Facebook at Miller's Detailing and Service LLC.
All righty, we welcome back to Grand Lake Health System Field. 27 seconds remaining on the American Manufacturing Solutions. Rough Riders 7, Redskins 7. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. The Rough Riders have the football. 2nd down, we'll call it 8 yards to go from their Redskin 33-yard line. Reineke in the shotgun. Wedding, here comes the counter back to Howell. Ball's loose, and the Redskins will fall on it.
It's still scrum. Let's see who. Yep. Official on the Rough Riders sideline immediately called.
The Rough Riders
came up with it.
They got it. We'll see what happens.
So Wapak fumbled it after they recovered.
Oh, wow.
The linesman.
That is crazy. Ball's loose.
So they fumble it both trying to get it, and we get in there and grab it. The linesman on the St. Mary's bench was immediately calling to go the other way, but he didn't see that Wapak fumble as they collided together.
So the Rough Riders call timeout with 20 seconds remaining in the football contest. We're tied at 7. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back right after this.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
All right, let's set this one up. 20 seconds remaining in the football contest. We're tied at 7-7. Second down and 8 for the Roughriders. The ball is placed at the Wapakoneta 31-yard line.
Third down and 6.
Two receivers wide to the right. Reineke looking, and his pass is complete to Troglin. And we'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. The clock is stopped. They're going to try a field goal?
I think that's what we have to do. Remember earlier in the first half that we had a field goal opportunity for Bowers. Never got the chance to kick on it. The snap was bobbled and had to fall on it and turned it over on down. So here's a second chance, and this is no bigger than this to go up by 3 points.
This is a field goal of monumental proportions. This is going to be a 45-yard attempt out of the hold of Gavin Reineke. Brandon Bowers will do the attempt.
Certain we're probably going to have a freeze here. Freeze timeout, or
we're just going to keep it right here. No, we're not. They're going to run to the sideline. We've got time to take a quick break. We'll come back with the field goal attempt for the Roughriders. We'll do that when we come back right after this.
American Manufacturing Solutions is proud to invest in St. Mary's and proud to sponsor Rough Rider football. Think AMS, think logistics, done right. AMS is your complete supply chain solutions provider. Have electrical service needs? AMS can take care of that too. Call us at 419-300-1007 or visit us at AmericanMFGSolutions.com.
13 seconds remaining. The Roughriders are going to attempt a 45-yard field goal. Brandon Bowers out of the hold of Gavin Reineke. Folks, he can get it there from here. Snap is down. The kick is low. It's a live ball.
It never got off the ground.
Nope, never got off the ground. 7 seconds remaining.
Never got off the ground. And as we learned last year in the rules of the game segment, you can return that.
Absolutely.
If it's blocked. That one probably, that's going to be an interesting question right there because that was not blocked. It was.
That one kind of rolled.
Yeah. It hit the ground
out
first.
of the hold of the out of the hold.
So 2 field goal attempts for St. Mary's results in 0 points. And St. Mary's is in a serious prevent defense as they're trying to keep Wapak from getting anywhere near the touch. The goal was 7.2 seconds to go.
And they're just going to take a knee and run the clock, and we're going to go into overtime.
Hey, why not? This is all Glaze County rivalry. Wapakoneta versus St. Mary's. Week 2. Let's go into overtime, Joe.
Why not? We'll do that when we come back right after this. The score in regulation on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, the Roughriders 7 and the Wapakoneta Redskins 7. We're going to head to overtime. We'll do that when we come back right after this.
All your insurance needs. See homegrown, hometown agent Lori Yelton and her team, Doug, Susan, and Becky, at 215 East Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's, Ohio. Be a legend. Insure your life.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewart is your go-to man. Hewart Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewart Renovating a call at 419-394-8643.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Wapak at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Wapak for all your legal needs.
Guarneri's on Spring Street, home of the signature Big Ralph Sub, Pizza, and Calzone. Come try our thirst-quenching Rider Aid before, during, and after the game. It's Squinaries. Give them a call, 419-394-2244.
Oglaze Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or oglazeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Oglaze Equipment Rental.
St. Mary's Foundry wants to take this opportunity to give a big shout out to all our local teams, wishing them a safe and extraordinary season. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert along with Doug Spencer as we head into overtime. The St. Mary's Roughriders and the Wapak Redskins tied in regulation at 7-7. Doug, in this ball game in regulation, it was the Roughriders had dominated the first half. It's just the opposite in the second half. The Wapak Redskins dominated time of possession in the second half and scored with about a minute and 18 seconds to go in the first in the ball game to tie this one up.
Yes, they did, and we ended with a 0-0 first half score, even though St. Mary's did have the edge on time of possession and yards and first downs. But if you don't put it in, it's just a 0-0 score. St. Mary's is going to take the ball first in this overtime opportunity. And Joe, we talked about people being all over the place, the United States, watching this game. But this might be my favorite. Natalie and Craig and Matt and Natalie watching the game from the middle of Grand Lake St. Mary's. Here we go.
Riders have the ball first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Quick pitch, it goes to Aiden Hinkle. Hinkle will dive forward. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. We'll call it second down and 6.
So number 18, Trevor Crow, watch, he's going to get a hard shot, and he's going to be slow getting up. He's the quarterback playing in the secondary for the Redskins as well.
Roughriders hustle to the line of scrimmage. Reineke turn, give the ball to Hinkle. He's got room.
He just plowed over
the 5-yard line. Good job by Aiden Hinkle. Shows a little bit of emotion.
Yes.
He's fired up.
And he just, watch this, number 18, who just got up slow, just gets plowed over once again.
Well, we'll see right here. It's first down and goal from the 4-yard line. Reineke turn, give the ball to Hinkle. Why not?
Get in there.
We'll give him.
He's got to be on the 8th-inch line, Joe.
He's just short. I think they're going to place it inside the 1-yard line. I say, why not? Let's give it to Hinkle again. They're going to place it right at the 1-yard line. It'll be second down and goal from the 1. The Rough Rider offense hustling to the line of scrimmage. Give it to Hinkle.
It's quarterback keeper. He's in.
Gavin Reineke, we're going to wait
for a
call.
No. Now, how do you tell? There's absolute.
Nope. Reineke did not make it. They're going to say short.
Interesting, Joe.
They're going to call it. He's about a foot away.
It's going to be the same call.
Possible.
By St. Mary's. It's going to be a different call by the officials.
When it's all said and done. Good shot right there by our camera crew.
Yes.
We'll get to see it here. I think I'll watch it on the screen. Turn, give the ball to Hinkle.
That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. Rough Riders. Good job by the offensive line. Good surge by the right side of the offensive line. Chase Jacobs, Ryan Davis, and Morgan Sewer.
Nice work by our cameraman. I think Eric's down there.
Brandon.
I believe Scott's down there, not Eric. He's up top.
Brandon Bowers will attempt the point after touchdown out of the hold of Gavin Reineke. Rough Riders lead 13-7. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard, it's the Roughriders 14, the Redskins 7. We'll be back with the Redskins possession right after this. Making thousands of fresh donuts daily. Open 7 days a week with stores in St. Mary's, Salina, and Wapak. Also now found in Wagner's IGA in New Bremen, Minster, and Fort Laramie.
For all your sporting good needs, visit Albert Sporting Goods at 121 West Spring Street, serving the St. Mary's community since 1980.
Varsity Lanes, home of the Roughriders 2018-19 Boys and Girls State Bowling Champions. Striking up delicious food, 32 taps, Queen of Hearts, and nightly food and drink specials.
Connor McDonald on the carry for the Wapakoneta Redskins. We'll give him a gain of 1. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Ball will be placed at the Roughrider 19-yard line. The Roughriders scored on their first possession in overtime. They lead on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard 14-7. Now it's up to the Roughrider defense to seal this win for the Roughriders. We'll see if they can get the job done. Trevor Crow in the shotgun. Give the ball to McDonald. He's
McDonald
looking for
gets
room,
smothered.
and he'll get a gain of about 5.
Stosh Patterson and Trace Mabry in, and you're going to see it coming at you right here on the replay.
Tanner Howe does a good job of turning the play back in the inside to the inside where the pursuit is coming from. So it's 3rd down. We'll call it 5. Ball at the Roughrider 15-yard line. Obviously, they're in 2-down territory in overtime. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Mullen in motion. They're going to fake it to him. They're going to throw the football across the middle. Passes knocked down, and it's incomplete.
Tanner Howe and Ethan Wedding right there on the receiver. Going to bring 4th down and 5. Here it is on the replay.
Pass was intended, I believe, for Caden Seafring.
Nice, Ethan Wedding. Well, hopefully all of you at Guarneri Pizzeria, Varsity Lanes, B-Dubs, VFW Post 9289, and American Legion Post 323 are enjoying this broadcast. Thanks to those businesses for sponsoring Rider Nation Station and allowing us to bring this game to you tonight.
This is it. The Wapakoneta Redskins need 5 yards to keep this drive alive. The Roughriders need a stop to win this ball game. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this.
After the game, go Riders! Unique Awards and Signs, here to take care of your signage, graphic award, and gift customization needs. From banners for your graduate or corporate sponsors to awards recognizing those dedicated employees or champion sport teams. Stop in at 1865 Salina Road or call us at 419-394-1612.
Rider Rooters is proud to be a sponsor for tonight's game on Rider Nation Station. Rider Rooters supports all Memorial High School athletics as the official booster group of Memorial High School. They have been providing financial support to Rough Rider sports for over 40 years. Thanks to the Rough Rider community for all your support.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Doug Spencer. Let me set this one up for you. It's 4th and 5 for the Wapak Redskins. They need 5 yards to keep this drive alive. If the Rough Riders stop, the Rough Riders win this football contest. Big play by the Rough Rider defense. Here we go. 2 Redskins to the right, 2 to the left. Trevor Crow drops back. Here comes the Rough Rider defense.
Get him, get him.
This
It's over,
is
ladies and gentlemen. Rough Riders
win this one.
That, Joey, is definitely a Shaft Auto Sales highlight reel as the Rough Riders sack the quarterback 4th and 5 in order to win this football game 14-7 here at Grand Lake Health Field. What a great game between Wapakoneta and St. Mary's. 2 great teams and put a great showing on tonight.
And a good job by the Rough Rider defense. Brandon Paul, Ross Henson, pinched to Trevor Crow, flushed him out of the pocket, and the Rough Rider defense was there to clean it up. What a ball game from Grand Lake Health System Field.
How about that, sports fans?
The Rough Riders win this one 14-7. Contrasting halves. It was all Rough Riders offense in the first half. They had very little to show for it as far as points. The Wapakoneta Redskins in the second half, it was pretty much all their offense. They come up short on the American Manufacturing Solutions scoreboard by 7. The Rough Riders win this one 14-7 over the Wapakoneta Redskins to run their record to 2-0 on the season. For the Wapakoneta Redskins, they run them their record to 0-2 on the season. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and give you the statistics and wrap this one up right after this.
Prudential Advisors help you tackle your financial challenges. Call Denny Louth, Financial Advisory, and Kelsey Burke, Financial Planner, at 419-394-8879.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports. Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
The Rough Riders win it 14-7 over the Wapakoneta Redskins from Grand Lake Health System Field here in St. Mary's. On a beautiful night for football. Of course, the Rough Riders going now to honor the band. And Doug, let's take a look at the statistics in this contest.
All righty, let's talk scoring. We know that in the first half, nobody put any points on the scoreboard. St. Mary strikes first in the third quarter for a 7-0 lead at the end of 3. Wapak puts a touchdown at the end of the fourth quarter to tie it up. We go to overtime. St. Mary's scores. Wapak is stopped by the defense on a 4th and 5 call. St. Mary's wins this 14-7. First downs for St. Mary's, 14, 11 for Wapak. Total of 260 yards for St. Mary's to 184 for Wapakoneta. In the passing department, attempted 9 passes, completed 5. Gavin Reinke did. And for Wapakoneta, 13 attempts. Crow completes 5. Passing yards, 50 for St. Mary's, 49 for Wapak. Rushing yards, 57 carries for 210 yards for St. Mary's, 40 carries, 135 yards for Wapakoneta. Fumbles, St. Mary's had 3 fumbles. They lost 1. Wapakoneta had 1 fumble and lost 1. Penalty by yards. We've got St. Mary's 1 penalty, 10 yards, 5 penalties for Wapakoneta for 30. St. Mary's was able to convert 8 times for first downs out of 17 attempts. Wapakoneta 4 out of 12. Punt by the numbers, we've got 3 punts for St. Mary's, 126 total yards combined, long of 59, average of 42. Wapakoneta 5 punts, 180 combined yards, long of 43, average of 36. Time of possession. St. Mary's finally gets the edge back in the second half, 24 minutes, 19 seconds compared to Wapakoneta's 23-41. In the rushing department, for Wapakoneta, Connor McDonald, 18 rushes, 62 yards. Trevor Crow, 11 rushes, 19 yards. Jace Mullen, 7 for 51. St. Mary's, 22 rushes for Aiden Henkel for 90 yards. Ethan Wedding, 9 rushes for 38 yards. Hunter Fraley, 7 rushes for 18 yards. 4.1 yards per carry for Aiden, 4.2 for Ethan, 2.6 for Hunter. In the passing department, Gavin Reineke has 8 attempts, 5 completions, good for 50 yards, a long of 25, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Dylan Troglin throws 1 on the halfback pass, incomplete. For Wapakoneta, Travis Crow, 13 attempts, 5 completions, has a long of 49 yards. 49 yards combined, long of 12, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So, Joe, there's the numbers. Most importantly, 14-7 for the Roughriders.
So we talked about Aiden Hinkle leading the Roughriders in rushing tonight, and I'm sure 19 of them came in the overtime period where he made some impressive runs as he was able to get the ball closer to the goal line, and, of course, they finally ended up putting it in the end zone.
He had some exuberance toward the end of the game because of the hard running, and he put a hurt on some of the defenders trying to bring him down. And great job by the St. Mary's offense, and hats off to the St. Mary's defense when they had to rise to the occasion, Joe. 4th and 5, they put her down and won the ball game.
Absolutely. Once again, our final score from Grand Lake Health System Field. It's the St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Wapak Redskins 7. We want to remind everybody that we'll be on the air next Friday night as the Ottawa Glandorf Titans invade Grand Lake Health System Field to take on the Roughriders. I believe the last score we heard, the OG Titans was winning. So it should be a great battle next week. You can watch it here live on Rider Nation Station. That's going to do it for our ball game tonight. Again, our final score, the St. Mary's Roughriders 14, the Wapak Redskins 7. For our entire Rider Nation Station crew and my partner tonight, Doug Spencer, I'm Joe Hurlbert saying so long. We hope you enjoyed it here on Rider Nation Station. Until next week, goodbye, everyone.
Order of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's Community.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Miller's Detailing and Service LLC offers all your detailing and window tinting needs, from 1, 2, and 5-year ceramic coatings to basic detailing. We have a full line of ceramic tint with a lifetime warranty. Call or text Braid Miller at 419-953-2796 or message us on Facebook at Miller's Detailing and Service LLC.
Where is that